Okay, welcome guys. We are back. We're going to play a little bit more of the awesome Dwarf Fortress, and I have actually tried now. I'm just going to pin the message. If you do want to add your character names, and look, even if you're watching this after the live stream, just add it in there because I'm going to be using this a bit for all sorts of different games. Anything I can sort of name on YouTube, I'll probably just use this particular form. So there is an add a character name with a link to a form, which is going to be like this. If I click on it, it'll then come up, and you can then basically sort of just add your names into there. So anyway, that's the that'll be the form. We'll just get started. Just get everything ready. I think I've uploaded. I haven't tested this yet. Again, I should have tested it before I started. There's a new version of DF Hack that just came out for use with the version the version 0.12. Which is now the new version. Let's have a look and see if everything works. Yeah, so we're now in version 0.12 beta 9, and we now actually have DF Hack for also version 0.12 release candidate 1. There we go. So we now actually have everything sort of running and working properly. So that's all good stuff. So by all means, sort of add your character names if you're wanting to. I'll just go and double check I've got everything else I needed to do, so at least we can be able to get into there. I've got my apps open. I'm going to open up the Legends browser. We exported the Legends out last time, which is this one here from yesterday. Okay, so the Legends are in. Now, one thing that's a problem, I have looked to see if I can actually get the world map to work. It doesn't work yet, and probably won't work until, I would guess the earliest will be when the adventure mode is here. Because adventure mode did actually allow us then to export the maps out, and we can't export maps out of the game at this stage, unfortunately. I had a bit of a look to see if I could do that, but I can't do that. But anyway, we'll leave this one open just so we can sort of go and anything that happens from the outside world, we can then go and check things out, see what's actually going on with that one. While we're doing this one, please feel free to ask questions. We can sort of look at different things. It's going to be fairly relaxed. Now we are going to continue an active game, and it is going to be, I think it's this one here. Let's have a quick look and see. Yeah, Overbridges, this is the one. Active save is this one in through here. So we'll go and grab that. God, I forget exactly what's happening. I know we've got one extremely angry dwarf, which I don't know what we're going to do anything about with him because he's going to be a problem. I've still got this sore throat, so I'll just keep on having a little bit of honey every so often. Just to get a little bit in there, and just get a little. There we go. That's good. Now I'm glad it came up telling us that the horses were starving because now we can save them. We can now save the animals, which is good. So we'll press escape. God, DF Hack is incredibly good. It's such a cool way to run the game. It adds so much. Now we're going to have to. There's a few things we have to do in this episode. We have to get security with the way it works with our with the water. So we'll need to get that one sorted. What else is there? Got a few things that we have to do. That's one of them. And we also have to get the animals secured. Now we do actually have like a little way down into this little area. So we've got units that are just now coming back down into this area. I'm going to make this the pen for the animals. So we just go across and we're going to create a zone. It's going to be a pen and pasture. And I will just go across and select this area just in here. Okay, enter, accept. And now we've got things like we can basically just DF Hack assign, and we can also DF Hack Auto Butcher if we wanted to. But I'm just going to go and manually add these two in because there's nothing much for us to really do at this point in time until we start to get groups arriving at the fortress itself. So that will do. Just press escape, and we can then just go back up the top. If I just press F1, this is the top area. We haven't built. We've got everything sort of locked away. We're secure at this stage. So there's nothing else we have to do in here at this point in time. We will have to go and fix things up at some stage, but we won't rush what we're doing. We've still got to get everything viable for our dwarves to do what they have to do. You've still got a very, very angry dwarf in here. Barbers. He's extremely angry. I better figure out what he... Actually, he's not as angry as he was. He is getting better, a little bit better. A few of the others are quite happy. Maybe they enjoy a bit of Schadenfreude to see what he's up to. Anyway, let's just go into this particular location. We're just going to remove this zone permanently. Yes, proceed. So that zone then disappears. Those animals will now be taken down into that bottom layer, and then they'll be okay. They'll be safe from this point forward. They're both male and female, so we should get some foals at some point. They should have some little foals for like baby horses, and that will be good. Now the other thing we had to look for, really the most important thing right now, is to get farms established and also to get some. So we just go all the way down. It's a long way down actually. We may have to go and make most of the fortress down in this location. We might actually make this where we set up everything. So we're going to be starting a long way down. I don't even normally start this far down into a fortress ever. But we have a lot of things we have to go and do. So we've got water that extends down, a fair bit of water that looks like it may extend off the map. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not, actually. Not quite. Anyway, we'll do with it what we can. There's some deeper holes of water there, which is interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. That little spot. Now we did also have, back in through here as we come back up, we had a troll stuck in one of the stairways, and we don't know how he got in there because that's completely blocked off. There's nothing there. So, hi Noble2, how you going? Saying I've no questions today, just wanted to share my hype for Primal Fury. Oh yes, of course, the DLC. It looks very good. It looks very good, I've got to say. Much better than what I thought it was going to be. So I am impressed. It got in there, I just don't know how it can get out of that particular location. So I sort of feel like we're safe, but you know, when we go up a level, there's nothing else. Like this is the layer above, this is the layer down below. It's almost like we could actually lock off a lot of this stuff, and if we then go down deeper, we then end up with a two area area that falls down in that location. I think what we'll do is we'll unlock this, and then we'll just come and start to build an area back in through here that secures all of this. Because it's only one Z layer, which is ideal for farming. In fact, the troll above, I'm just hopeful that the troll doesn't sort of become overly aggressive. Let's just go back across, and don't know if we do it this way. Nope, it's not that one. It's going to be designate, and then we just have to do that just to remove that particular location. So we're going to open this one up. Actually, I should just double check. Do we have any others? Yeah, the troll we know about. Everything else is okay. Troll, I don't know how it got stuck in there. I think there may have been a bug with that one, but anyway, let's just go with it. Now, the other thing we have to do is we have to get the water sorted. Now, the water comes down to here, but then doesn't go anywhere else. Now, if we made this into a layer, like we've got two layer deep of water there. And if we set up a zone in here, it is safe. It would go right through there, which is actually not where we would want it. What about over here? Yeah, no, that's no good either. There's no good. That there is probably the only real place we have that we could actually sort of do anything with, I think. So that water is already giving me anxiety, says Chris. The water's not the problem. This is the problem. So yeah, we've got a bit of an issue there with lava and water. At least we've got water, and this is super important. Really got to think how we do this. So Noble2 saying, I mean, it's great and I can't wait to play it, but I can already see it's going to take some serious relearning. Not so much, not as much as what it did. It's much more intuitive than what it ever was. just because of the graphics. I think that things make a lot more sense. As a point saying, what are the latest improvements last 6 months to the game the average player will notice? Mainly with DF Hack, to be honest. The base game doesn't change much. There's been a lot of bug fixes, but the DF Hack just adds so much, so much to the game. It's I don't like playing it without DF Hack now. Like, DF Hack is absolutely the best. Now, one thing we're going to have to do here is this water extends underneath there. If we go diagonally in here, the trouble is this area through here. Let's just plan it out. Let's plan out what we're going to do, because we need to have a well where the dwarves will then congregate, and we need that to be in an area that we can control. Now, we can control anywhere in here, really. And we need to create like a big system where we can actually sort of have all the water sort of drain on in. Now, if we create any sort of diagonal, it's going to then cause a bit of an issue. So let's just go in and set up a blueprint for this. Let's just see where we are. So that's not going to quite cut it, but then we've only got like a small amount in through there as well. This isn't great. That's not great because of this. It's a nice little area, a nice little pocket, but we'll make use of other things. I don't really want to have that as like an opening. So when we have a look, we're 2 down through there. I think the only place I can really create a cistern is going to be pretty much off where we are. And then we come up, and then this will be where our fortress actually ends up sort of operating. So we operate from in here with this troll sort of stuck in the gate there. But if we go and yeah, it's a tricky one, this one. Whew, boy, if we go that way, it's just not clean. And we don't have any other real option over here either. There's no, the only place that's any sort of, even that, it's like there's just too much stuff going on everywhere. So I think we are stuck in here, really. I think this is going to have to be where we end up with the big cavern. And initially what we'll do is probably designate areas, like we'll sort of build it with the what is it, with the well in mind, and then but in the meantime we'll build an actual water area for them. Now the trouble is I don't mind there being a few weaknesses in the fortress. One of the weaknesses is going to have to be the way that we then bring the water in. So if we do have swimming units, we're going to have to designate an area like where we then put like a special gate to stop them from coming through. We could also, if we had to, build a grate and then just lock it up. The gate and the grate. Now, they could both be killed off. They could both be destroyed. So that's not going to really help us that much. Okay, look, let's just continue on. There was some weird... Yep, it's labeled to saying, oh, I just realised the title is referring to an evil biome. So you have seen any weird stuff? Yeah, just weird slime and undead wombats. That's all we've actually got so far. So let's think about what's going to happen here. Like, this is going to be sort of like, this will be this is where I want to have everything sort of working. So if I dig a channel from into here somewhere, if we make this the way down, and if we have this as to where our might even make it so that we end up with a couple of wells, maybe just one well here. We come up, yeah, let's go to the layer with the troll. This will be the troll well. So we're just going to go down and then sort of designate this area. So that there's going to be sort of digging all the way down from this point through here for the well. So this will be where the well is, which means that we want to have a reasonable area around the well. So we'll just go and plan out where the well area is going to then be. We can then dig the walls across. Now, actually, it might be, just trying to think of the best way of doing this. Make that the central area. This will become a very, very important part of the fortress. Like extremely important. So in the meantime, let's just dig that one across like this. I mean, we could also just dig it out this way as well. But that's going to then just lead straight into it. Now the hospital should be on this layer as well, and a lot of the other things as well. So this is going to be a very, as I say, an extremely important area. Maybe even end up with the meeting halls and stuff like that on this area as well. But we'll figure that one out as we get to it. So that's important. They're going to come through. They're going to come through, dig into here. They're then going to dig down, straight down until they reach this layer. This is the bottom of the water. So at that stage, they're going to then dig out a cistern. So we need to then go and dig channels, which will dig. How big should we make that? I don't want to make it 5, so I'll just go 3. I'll go like this. That then still designates what we need to do through there. So they're going to channel all of that out. Then we're going to have, so that's going to be a bit deeper than what it's been there before. This will ultimately fill up. Now, actually, probably want to do this a bit differently. We want to channel out, hang on, which area is it? So it goes from that one, that one, that one, then we come back in this way as well. And we'll just go and channel out those. So that's going to then dig this out to the depth of 2, which then opens up this other area for us. Maybe just make that one like this, I think. So we'll make that into a 4x4, which then goes down into that one. Let's get rid of that one. We don't need the width, so that will be okay with the the well then above that. So that will be okay. They'll dig down, they'll dig this area out, and we can then just have like the access point coming in. In fact, if I do it, whichever way I do it, I can still put a door on it if I need to. So that will just get us a little bit of an area to start with, which will fill up with water. So that will become our water source. Now, we don't want to dig this out until we've done the rest of it, because we want to make sure that we can actually get down there. At that point, we've then got this area through here, and so we just don't dig this area out through here. So I think what we'll do is we'll now just go across and change this back into actual, building. That one's probably not going to work actually, but anyway, we'll see what actually happens there. So I don't want to open up the areas until we've actually designated everything yet. In fact, I can just put this other one back to the other mode. Actually, no, if we do it that way, we're then going to be stuck. Yeah, we're going to be stuck there. Okay, in that case, we need to go down to this layer and build a staircase up in this corner. To here. Right. And again, we'll just make that one so that that's actually designated. That's going to be flooded. But that way, at least there'll be a way out. So we'll sort of be able to swim across and then get up out of this particular location. Now that sort of then changes what we do up through here as well, because if we get rid of that one, yeah, we still don't get, an ideal location there. In that case, let's get rid of all of this and dig this one as well. And then we can just dig the other one back out again. So we leave that in there until we've actually dug all this out. So that's now they're going to dig this on it fairly deep. So this is going to be like a big deep system. We want to have at least 2 Z levels to go through. Are you going to rescue that troll? I was thinking of actually piping a little bit of magma across and watching what happens. But I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I'm not sure how we can sort that one out and sort of accommodate that, because there is a staircase that runs all the way up, so I can't really easily go and do it. We've been able to block off the top, luckily. I don't know how he got in there. He got somehow into the rock, but we're a long, long way up before he'd be able to break out. So I'd be able to bring magma across, because there's magma still all the way through. So yeah, we could actually just create like a channel that somehow sort of does it, but I don't think we'll. So I'm not sure what I'll do with him. Yeah, I don't know yet. So he's a long, long way down. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have to be down in this area of the fortress anyway. So I think we'll actually open this up, because this now all looks pretty safe. So let's just go across and designate this all for building. So we end up with the column that's going to ultimately end up being the shaft for the well. Will sort of be coming up through this other side. So the only other way that anyone's going to be able to come up here ultimately is to be able to climb up the rock, which they could do. Anyway, let's unpause, because I think we've done everything we needed to do. Might have a quick look and see what Grumpy's up to. Now he's attending another meeting. I think he's really shitted off. So he's attending a meeting, but the expedition leader's still sleeping. Let's just go and have a look at him. So he's annoying the expedition leader back and through here. If we have a look at his thoughts, so there's a horrifying and caught in freakish weather. Relieved when yelling at somebody in charge. So content after having a bath. Annoyed when caught in the rain. Yep. Fondness remembering talking with a friend. So I think once we're not sort of seeing relieving being caught in freakish weather. Hates the weather on the outside. Annoyed at the lack of chairs. Okay, that's one thing. Annoyed after having a drink without using a goblet, cup, or a mug. Okay, we can fix those. Annoyed after sleeping in a rough cave floor. Okay, we can fix those little things. So these are his long-term memories. Satisfied, relieved, but then horrified being caught in the weather. So he hates the weather. Hates the weather. Okay, personality. A feel for music, a good intellect. So we need to sort of get him what he needs. He is quick to anger. Yes, we know that. So let's get some beds done. Let's get some chairs done. We'll add new task. So we want to get, where are they? Thrones. Let's get a few of them done. Let's get 4 thrones. Get some tables done as well. All right, 3 tables will do at this stage. Then we'll come back down into the carpenter's workshop, add a new task. We'll just make a few beds. Have to make them out of wood. And we'll just place these in the old position at this point in time. Let's just go and add in a new workshop. And this is going to be a crafts workshop. Just make these out of andesite. And then we can make some mugs there as well. So, yeah, so that's going to be where we are. So they're all okay. So I think we're actually fine there. Yeah, there's going to be all sorts of things happening fairly soon with everything. So let's just continue on now. We do actually have, we can go outside, but I think what we're just going to do is just get everything set up first down in the bottom of the fortress. Now I should start to make some of the little shortcut commands. Let's just go and wait and see what happens with these. The only way in is through here. Now, I don't think we've got anything. Yep, no, we've got no alerts selected. That's okay. All right, so we'll play it early. It's now early summer in the year 301. It is raining outside. Let's have a look and see what's happening with the... yeah, this one's digging, but where... There they go, heading off. Okay, the horses are being brought down where they can then graze. Here they go, getting into it. Okay, the other one's now coming in to take over this one, which is good. The other one is the better person with that. Yep, so weather is cleared. That's good. Now, if we wanted to get wood, now would be the time, I think. If we just go and have a quick look. Actually, maybe I'll just leave it for a little while. Maybe we should do it. Just have a quick look and see if there's anything out on the outside. Yeah, now's the time, I think. The weather has just cleared on the outside. So let's just go back up the top and we'll open up the fortress. So we'll allow them to go and start to get more wood. I might even just build a little wood stockpile in here for now as well. Just so we've got something there. Accept that, make that one into wood as well. That way they can just quickly rush outside, grab what they need, and then be done with it. We'll have the well sort of built, hopefully by that stage. Open up this one, so it's now passable, and we need to make this one passable as well. Okay, so that's good. They'll go outside. That will make Grumpy a bit grumpier, probably, I would guess. Yep, they're all going to race off. Yep, we'll see them go through. Pick up bits and pieces. Let's just go down the bottom again. And where are we? There we go. She's our best miner, which is what we want to have happen here. So once she gets started, we don't want her trying to crawl back out of here. So we just have to micromanage the process as she comes down. Native copper. There's a lot of obsidian down here because of the volcano. The reason I'm doing it from here and not doing it the other way, like with getting the bottom area done first, is because I really want her to not get caught and then drop into the bottom of the pit after we finish everything. So this is going to be our well. I might just press H. I'll make F6. So this will be the well. And we'll just designate that one there. So that's when we press F6, that will be to get us to this layer. I'm just going to we won't have too many other layers down below this one. So she's now going to start working her way through these other layers, which is good. I've got a petition now with the other character just coming in. I can't see this being any good for us. I'm going to deny this at this stage. We've got too many things we have to then try to deal with. So she's now just going to be building where the well is. Now, one thing we should do here is probably actually just stop her from doing this layer until we finish everything else. So let's just go across and designate all of this to make it so that it doesn't get done initially. And then she can sort of then work on the other bits and pieces. So we'll just, she can still operate in this layer. We need to be going to the layer above and working on that layer. So we'll just watch what she gets up to. Where is she? Where the hell has she got to? Oh, she's trying to crawl up the top. This is dangerous. Oh, she made it. Right, she's made the initial cut. So now we have to get rid of this area in through here. So it's now safe for us to open this area up. This is now opened up as well. Let's go and get the rest of the guys to start to block this area off. So we've just got to work our way through with the constructions. It's a bit time consuming doing this one. We'll just keep on placing after we do it. This is going to be andesite block. Andesite block. Let's keep on going with this. The blocks are easier for them to manipulate. Now we need to, anywhere where there's a corner, we just need to suspend next to it, like that and like this, which then just gives us access to be able to then go and build these blocks up. So they'll just do those. In the meantime, we need someone to come back down into here. So she must have been thirsty to then climb back up the top. Now, storing items, we don't want that one. We sort of want that one to stay doing what it's doing. Let's go across to the labor menu. And so with the miners, we need her to lock in. So this worker is specialised and will only do tasks that match their workshop assignments. So we don't want her going off and grabbing stuff. She's a professional miner. So that's all she's going to do. That way we make sure that we get things done. Now she's going to continue on if we just go and follow her. Yeah, she's on the outside here. She'll do this job. Just follow her along. So they're going off to pick up the wood that was originally cut down. Which is okay at this stage while it's safe. It's now probably raining, yeah, a bit of slime. Now we need to get her down there because we need to get the water area for everyone. You can hear the wolves on the outside here somewhere. Now we do have this other hatch, which is good. So we've got another way of locking things down. Now she'll go down and now she's feeling ill because of the slime. It does make them sick. Now where are you off to? Going for a drink and vomiting as she goes. Yeah, so they hate being out in this weather. Don't go. Oh, she's now going off to wash because of the weather. We've got migrants that just arrived. I think we'll go and watch them. They've come in just on this extra edge as well. So we've got ourselves a piglet. And anyone else? Yeah, we've got a few of them. Okay, we've got a number of them coming through now. So an armourer, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. A competent record keeper, novice organiser as well. And also, this is just a new arrival, just a peasant. Doesn't have any real skills. What have we got there? A cavvy pup. This is a blacksmith. Okay, awesome. We're getting some useful people if they can stay alive. This one here is a peasant. Come back in and rename these fairly soon. We've got a dwarven child with his beard. And another child. We don't really want children in the fortress, but anyway. And this one is another child, 3 children. And we've got ourselves a woodcutter. Okay, we don't really need any woodcutters. And this one is a peasant. Gee, we've got heaps coming in. Another peasant. Well, that's quite the collection. Quite the collection. So we're going to have to really get cracking with everything in through here. They'll come on the inside. We just get enough wood on the inside here. Now we need to get... That's the peasant that just came in. Let's just go back to our miner again. That shouldn't be storing items in stockpile. That's not doing what we told it to do. I'm going to change her role. I'm forgetting how to do this. Orderlies, haulers. And this is important, but she's locked into this one. She shouldn't be doing anything other than this. Strange. Look, I'll yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. She should not be doing this. Now is she going off? No, she's still storing items. I'm still going off to do other things. Okay, there's something really weird there. It's like it's been queued up, and I know that doesn't work that way. Well, we better get these dwarves named, I guess. Then they'll just keep on, everyone will get the wood inside, which at least will then be able to make good use of a lot of wood. Yeah, unfortunately, just, there's so much to pick up. All right, okay, so... some other bizarre stuff you can get through. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, so Chris is then saying evil biomes in Dwarf Fortress and a special kind of scary. Yeah, I still remember my first terrifying biome. Actually, we did about the troll. I must have missed the others, sorry. Just wants to play, says Johnny Slick. Chris is in saying, I like to imagine the dwarves can hear a troll bellowing with rage on the level of the fortress. Yeah, echoing through that massive stair like a massive horn. You can sort of imagine it, sort of, as you say, sort of echoing past everything. That'd be, yeah, pretty cool. Welcome to the fortress, right this way through the vomit tunnel. Yes. She might have a path. Yeah, she does have a path. She does have a path. We know that for sure because we're out in that little area. So there's absolutely no... otherwise she'd do nothing. And she should be doing nothing if she can't find the path. So that is absolutely working. Let's just go and change a few of the other things. This is still going to be the entrance, so I'll keep that as F1. I'll just go and press H. So F1, we're just going to call this one the entrance. Okay, and then that's going to be recentered at that location. Yes, proceed. F2 will actually make this into the into our. This is really going to be essentially this is going to be the area that we're probably going to be looking at a little bit as well. I'm not going to be leaving much on this layer. So this is just a temporary layer. This one here will be important though, in terms of the trade caravans. So trade caravan will be here. So just press H. Trade depot. And actually, I better designate that while I'm here. Let's just press escape because I do need to set this one up. So we'll get that one built as well. Is it the workshops? Trade depot there. And we'll just build that one out of andesite, the 3 andesites that we actually have. Okay, so that's important. I've completely forgot to do that. Next one down. We don't really have anything now until we get down to the bottom, which we've already established the zone for the well. So that's actually been established. And then they just come down the stairs. They then come out this way, up that way, out this way, and then she should be able to access this area. Now the other guys are already starting to build this as well, which is great. So we're already starting to get walls established down in this other zone, which we'll have to then make good use of. Now this one should be the one that's designated. Yeah, so again, Barbers is going to be a problem yet again. All right, let's go and name all the migrants. So we'll just go back across. I'm just going to push this off to the side, just make sure I can get in without doxing myself. Just go and grab the sheets. And go to the chooser. All right, so there we go. So this is if you do want to. There's a pinned area in the comments. Actually, where'd the others go? Sorry, I've completely lost my what I was doing. Let's get OBS. Yep, no, we're still okay. Okay. Yeah, so we've got the. Yeah, this is a real problem. Come on, we really need this badly. This is critically important that we get this established fairly fast. We have to get into the water here. At the moment, where we are is just not good enough. So I'll just go back to where I've got the got this area through here. So Kithix is going to be the next one. I can't copy paste, unfortunately. I can if I use Dwarf Therapist, but so Kithix, I'll just go that way. But yeah, there's a link pinned to the top of the chat that you can actually sort of just go and add your names to if you're wanting to, and it will then just sort of pick them randomly. If I notice that I've got one that's already been named that way, I'll just come back. So we've got these are all the names. This one is so I'm just going to go whatever the first one is. It's not named. This is it. This one through in here. If we go to this is by name, profession. Your name is probably going to be okay. If we just come back down through. Okay, so this one here is going to be Kithix. Hope I can remember the spelling. Kithix. I'll just double check that. Kith with an I. Okay, I might just pop that off to the side. That way I can just double check it. Okay, done. There's the 3 kids. They're probably these kids that have come back in actually with this one. I'll just go from the top here. Okay, so this one here is going to be, we've already got Crunch, so big guy McBiceps. One's done. Next one is the armourer. Very important for us. So this one is Gretchen. All right, next one. This one through here is going to be Wind Guard. There we go. And next one. Yeah, see, Barbara's is now refusing to work. He's a pain in the bum. A pain in the bum. Oh, God, why is she doing this? That's a real problem. Then we've got the we've still got the kids in that to name as well. So we've got Wingard, Kithix. Then we've got this one down through here. This is going to be, whoops, and Velius Bachikius. There we go. So Velius is named. And we've got another peasant. This one is going to be Scatic. That's done. Yeah, I just got to change this one again. I'll just get another group. Now I've got a lot of these are. Oh no, I've got a few extra ones there. Come back across, and we've just got the 3 children. 16 years old, so very close to becoming an adult. This one is going to be Dresden Virel. Done. Escape. Next one. I think we've got everything else named. Oh no, there's the blacksmith. We didn't name that one. This one is going to be Headmaster Gary Oak. The headmaster, there we go. The blacksmith, that's another very, very useful one for us to have in the fortress, ultimately. So we've got all of those. We'll just see if there's anything else that we've missed. So we've got the 2 kids at the bottom here. Okay, this one here is going to be, now I've got most of these. I don't know if I've got, I think I've got a Kazza Van Dirk already in there. Just do another renaming. There we go, Shadow Tiger. This one's 15 years old. That's good. So again, we'll be a useful member fairly soon. And then we've just got the last one in through here. David S. Pumpkins. Done. Right, so that's the, and this one's only 4 years old, so it's going to be a while before that one gets involved in actually working hard for the fortress. Anyway, we can get rid of those migrants now. They've actually sort of done what they have to do. In the meantime, things are sort of, we are starting to fill things up through here. I've got to make that, I don't know why that one is actually working. It doesn't make sense to me. We're picking up the wood. We've got a few of them working on the walls. Yeah, so Skedic's cleaning. Yeah, store item in stockpile. Not good. Not good at all. Just get rid of that task. We'll just go back and have another look. No job. Now, come on, get back to work. Get back to work. Going off to construct a building. Now, that shouldn't be the case either. You should be going in to do mining. Did I do it around the wrong way, maybe? If we go to the tasks, if I screwed this up, this worker is specialised and will only do tasks that match their workshop assignments, work detail and occupations. Click to toggle. These are all the different tasks. I always used to use Dwarf Therapist to do this, and maybe I'm getting it wrong. I've added stuff in here as well, by the way, but it's we can add other work details in. Let's get Kaza as well and just get them both. We need to get that area done. It's fairly important. And what we'll do is we'll also just go to and press F2 and then just come up and go across into this zone. Add new task. We want to just make some mugs, some rock mugs. And we'll just put that on repeat for now. This one we're still making the thrones, the tables, etc. Looks like we've already made all the beds. Now, with what we're sort of designating in through here, yeah, there's not a lot we can do with this. So just move this across just so I can see what I'm doing with the rest of the recording. Maybe the setting is just broken for this build. Maybe it is. I mean, we did start with the previous version and then we've gone to the new version. It's strange. I wonder if there's, yeah, I wonder if there is a bit of a bug now with that one, because it never used to be there. Now, constructing the building is going to be fine. Actually, what else do we need to do? We've got the mugs. That will then make them a little bit happier. God, we're a long way down here. That is definitely doable, because the others are sort of coming back through. Now, when they do these, resume construction. This thing is in the way. This cave swallow. Now, Barber's cancels clean himself. Hang on. What we need to do is we need to go back into the swallow here and allow it to be fixed up. We'll just resume construction there. That way they can just move it. If it's forbidden, they can't actually move it. Come on, get cracking on this. Super frustrating, this one as well. Now, if you just go back up to F2 again, we do. Oh God, look at all the vomit. It's just everywhere. New task. We need to get a floodgate. I'll add a couple of these. And we want to do that one now. Oh, she's actually, okay, they're meeting because she's keeping on trying to help Barbara's out because they're a couple. So that's what's going on there. But it's not good enough. I think I'm going to have to call everyone back inside again. How are we going with nasties? We've got magma crabs. They're going to be locked away somewhere. We don't have to worry about them. But there's nothing else we have to really concern ourselves with. Okay, this is important. What the hell is going on here? Is it Voodoo Dogs? Yeah, it's Voodoo Dog. Can't reach the site. It's like something's always there. There's some weirdness going on here, I've got to say. We really need this set desperately. Come on, get working. See, she's off doing other things. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm going to auto dump this this thing here. I'm just going to go to dump, and I'm then just going to go and position. If I just go and position this just somewhere, there will be fine. If we just go across and go Control Shift D, and then just auto dump. I don't know what's going on with that. One item, quick dumped, there it is there. And I can just leave that one where that is and then just go back and resume construction. I don't know what's going on there. So we'll get that one done again. So it's, again, a bit annoying. It's like it's the least priority that they have. Wait for that corner bit to be built in there. Well, we'll let them build this. Okay, they are cleaning themselves in here. This is cool. Okay, I don't mind this. They can at least get that one fixed. All right, that way we can now just resume construction there. Blocking this one off, which is good. At least we're getting the security done. And we can now do this one as well. So resume construction. We can now resume construction there. We've fixed the other one up. So this then blocks all of this off. Now they're going to be wanting to go out into the water, which is why we... Oh, here we go. She's now finally doing it. This is good stuff. And on the layer that's there... Yeah, so she's now established... She hasn't quite established this one yet. So we will need to get all of this done as well. But let's just get this bit of it built. So she's sort of working on these. Now, we've got the next layer down. What we do want to do is now establish this as another chamber. Get all those built. Good. So finally doing this. And once we get all this established, we'll then be able to come back through and build. So this will be a water chamber. Now we should be able to come up to here. Got there, that's just a downward slope. Let's try this one. Yep, there's nothing there. So so we do come in, then they're going to come across to here. They should be able to just walk their way across. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's now all been established. This layer here we now have to dig down. So this is going to be a little bit deeper than what we had before. And now what we want to do through here is actually establish a... actually, we need to do a few other things. We need to go back up the top here again and just quickly establish another... Just press F2. Let's just come back up. Got no more spots in here. I think the only real area that we have is just going to be out in here for now. So let's just go and create like a mechanics guild. A mechanics workshop just in here temporarily. Because we're going to need to create some levers and things. That actually reminds me, we are going to need to essentially work on this somewhere else as well. And in the meantime, we'll just go back down to the bottom again. I think it was F6. Yep, so we're still building everything down through there. This is going to be the pipe that will then come through. So what we need to do is build in this area. At least they're now working on this, which is good. So we now need to build the floodgate in here. And so this will be the build machines and fluids and then floodgate. So someone will come down and build that one. Must be all going off to get other things done. Just make sure there's no one else around here. It's all contained, which is good. It's good, so they're still working down in here again. That one's skittish, frail, that's okay. At least they can eat. Eat the fungus. Have a quick look and make sure there's nothing else outside. Buck rabbits is fine. Okay, we've now got this one established. Let's just go back up to F2 again. A new task, we want to build rock mechanisms. Just get a few of them. Just so we can sort of go and sort that one out. Okay, so this is now established. We do have a an area that comes back up into this zone. I'm just going to clean up the bottom of this. Just going to go back across and just clean up the bottom area. That way we've just got like a big flat zone at the bottom there. Now all of this rock, just for cleanliness, I'm going to ditch it. I can either hide it or just move it somewhere else. So I think I'll just move it somewhere else. So the easiest way to do that is just to go down to designates. We're going to go and dump all of this stuff. And then we're just going to come back up. And I think for the sake of the exercise, look, I might just go right to the top again. I'll just dump it in around here somewhere. Just going to make sure I've got that little symbol. Go and position it. Control-Shift-D, auto dump. That's all good. So they're all in there now, and then we just go back into here and just go and reclaim it. Oops, that's locked it. That claims it. There we go. There's a jackrabbit that's come inside. Where was it? There it is. A buck rabbit. Come into the fortress. I don't think there's anything we have to worry about with that one. Piglets can live on the rock. They don't need to have anything else. If the other one starts to starve, we'll have to figure that one out. So we now actually have everything ready to go. Like, it's nice and clean, the bottom of this area. This will be a big cistern ready for water. We've got this thing ready, but we do need to basically establish it. So I'm just going to go and position. I might just position it down in here somewhere. The actual, the area to then sort of be able to flick it. And even here would actually be okay. I don't know if we've got any mechanisms built yet. Let's just go and see if we've got it. We've got a lever. Yep, no, we need to have access to mechanisms, so we need to get those built. In the meantime, we'll just wait. Actually, you know what I should have done? I've screwed this up a little bit. I actually want it to be deeper than what I've done it. Oh, actually, no, I can still do it this way. If I do it on the diagonal, it's going to go to this level and won't go any higher. But I was actually happy for it to go to this level here. Like, that wouldn't be bad, because it does allow them then to go and wash. Hi, some random person saying happy Saturday to you as well. So everything else we've got in here at this stage. Yeah, I screwed this one up a little bit. Now I could still come in from this angle. It's not going to help. It's actually not going to help me. Yeah, I've screwed this up. That's all right. We'll still have a depth of 2. I could go even deeper again if I wanted to. I might do that just so I've got a bit of depth in through here. Just go one deeper. And in this case, we'll just go and I can ramp up in around this particular zone if I wanted to. That way it'll just build it up. That way it'll break through the roof above. And then we'll clean up the outside edge of this one as well. So we're just going a little bit deeper with this. Just double check. Oh, Wombat Corpse is back. And up where everyone else is getting stuff, or they were getting stuff from. Okay, time for us to lock down again. I'm not sure if anyone is outside. Yeah, we do have some that are outside. Now we're getting mechanisms built through there. So big guy McBiceps is actually working away on those. Time to lock the fortress down. Now we need to designate the safe areas yet again. So we're just going to go across into establish the burrows. Now we've we've established this area, which is fine, so that's all safe. This is our safe zone that we're dealing with. That's all done. Just go through layer by layer and just double check. We go down through the staircase. That's interesting. So we've got the that then blocks itself off. Go all the way down. Yep, so that's all done. So they can at least access all of that. Now the next layer. Okay, we'll move this in. It's going to make it so that I'm going to lock them out from the top now. So it's okay. This layer is all okay. That layer is okay. Okay, so we've got access to all of that. Just go back down. We've got access through there, down into there as well, which is good. Just for the sake of the exercise, I'll just allow this as well. So that's okay. Okay, I think we're done. Actually, I'm going to have to block this area off. I mean, not that they're going to go there. Yeah, we've got that one locked off as well. That's all okay, so we'll just go back up. Yep, so that's as far as we've got. And then this is not going to be accessible. Good, 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 good. So we've got all those different bits and pieces. We should actually just see if anyone is actually outside. No job, make rock. Yeah, the Barbers is back to being really, really angry yet again. So Cheery is not... Yeah, this one is... Kazza is doing the carving and doing all the bits and pieces. Okay, okay, okay. It looks like nobody is outside. Yep, that's okay. No job. They're all just going to be hovering around in here, which is fine. Yep, so that's okay. I think we are done. Now play. As long as you're inside. Yep, they're all in this main area. Great. Okay, look, I feel confident that we can... who have we got in here? What's he doing? Evil Knievel. He's going to sleep. Now, he's sleeping actually in the wrong spot. But I don't think anyone else is outside. So let's lock this one down. And that way we don't actually have to activate the burrows at all at this stage. Like there's no one, there shouldn't be anyone outside. That at least is just going to keep it safe from anything except for furniture destroyers. Now we've got the mechanics workshop, still trying to build the mechanisms. We've got the first one. Let's just go down to F6. And I will build it in here. So lever. Yeah, I've got a few of these now. That rabbit's a bit of a pain. Like it's not actually a pet. It's just stuck inside. Okay, so Charles is saying now depth 2 is still muddy. It's still muddy, but it's as long as it doesn't go from the layer of the mud, so it'll be fine. I'll just go and get rid of these channels just for cleanliness. Get those built. And then when this one gets constructed, we'll then just fix it all up. Good. All right, so this one here, we're now just going to link the lever using click a building to link to the andesite lever. So we've just got the leave any target. So link a building to the trigger, that'll be okay. So just got to go back up the top again, grab all the stuff. And so once we get this one done, we're then going to be able to fill this one up. Now this isn't ideal where we are. I think what we'll do is we'll also just go and dig a channel through here. And we'll also dig a channel through here. Just so we've got areas that, depending on the depth that we are, we're going to be able to then just come in and pick up the water. Got to wait for somebody to come down and connect this one up. At this stage, it looks like it's closed, so we're not going to be able to get through to there anyway. Yeah, I screwed this one up. You know, there's another way I can do this. And that's to channel up. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. If we channel that one up, we end up with a 2 area designation. Oh, here we go. This one's now, let's pull the lever. Do it now. Just watch what actually happens here. This one's sort of out of the way, but that's going to be okay, because we're going to basically leave it closed for most of the time. We just want to have enough of a system in here to be able to use what we have to use. And let's have a quick look down through here. Great. That's now open. If we now channel up here, and that way we end up with going to this layer as well. So we get this layer and the other layer as a channel. So we dig up. Here we go, here we go. Okay, the water's now flooding in. So we can lock this one down whenever we feel like it, unless there's rock in here, which there isn't. So we now actually do have, this one's now going to channel down in this side, go down into this area, and then we've got the floodgate. There's nothing that should come through here, unless it ends up being debris back out, you know, in this particular channel. But this actually looks pretty cool. So we're now it's now falling down into this particular location. It's just going to fill right up. We'll wait for all this to fill up. I love this flow, the way it's sort of now flowing down through this other area. This is now all going to get full. So we've got mist coming out of here. There's an olm, just doesn't matter. So we're getting still haven't got the still not flooded properly in through here yet. There's still just a flow that's coming through. Now we're getting this layer full, which is good. So the next layer will then start to fill up. So we should end up with basically this layer being like 6s and 5s and stuff. Ultimately, but it's certainly draining. Hopefully it drains off the map somewhere, and then that way it'll always just replenish and go to the full amount. Now the problem we have is that this can be broken. So the actual layer of this one is now done, but we've still got this one coming up. Now that should keep on coming back in. Oh, Voodoo Dog and Crunch have married. There we go. That's cool. So this is still actually not working the way the water should actually work. This is now full to this layer, but it's not filling up beyond this layer here, which then does make this into like a viable water source, which is still okay. We've still got like 3 layers of water down below. The bottom layer does have mud, so there's dusting of mud on the bottom there. Then we've just got water, and then we're okay. So let's go and lock this one down. Pull the lever, do it now. So just let that one come through. And then we'll build the well at the top. And then we'll actually have our actual water source. Great. And if we have a look at that one, that will then fall, and then we've got that one established. So looks like there's a face under there. I was thinking, what the hell? Anyway, that's completely full of water. So this is now good for the well. Let's just go back up the top, and we'll build the well in here. Now we've got heaps of blocks, so we've got everything we need. So machines and fluids, a well. So we've got stibnite blocks, goblin cap buckets, and a rope, and mechanisms. There we go, done. And so that's now going to be placed. And then this will become an extremely important part of the fortress. So Tenor is saying, hey Dad, did they change the game speed in Decimal 2 so it feels a lot slower than I remember? I don't think so. I haven't played it for a little while. We'll go and reload all of this stuff. So it's just going to go and add in the elements. It's only been her that's been doing the work lately. Just open the others up. And so this will become vitally important to us. Now, the next thing we need to do is to get some farmland established. So I think we'll just do it down in here. Like there's nothing above or below except for the troll somehow. I don't know how the troll got up there. But anyway, I don't think he can get back down again. So workshops, farming, farm plots. We don't need very big areas. That'll do us. And we can actually harvest things like the cave wheat and stuff, and the sweet pods. I think I might do that as well. Just go and grab anything that's viable. Plump helmets. That horse. Now what's it? Overcome by terror. In conflict with what? Let's have a, I don't know what it's been in conflict with. Maybe with each other. But then it should come up with the in the reports. Maybe the jackrabbit. That one's healthy. The buck rabbit. Yeah. Okay, this is a it's just a very angry rabbit. I think we'll have to kill it. Okay, so let's go and grab the military, and we'll just get them to finish this rabbit off. It's a wild rabbit, so it's freaking out our horses. We can't have that. We'll grab that and give me the head of the buck rabbit. So hang on, it's not going to do it. Won't do it. Ah, because it's not actually a really a. Is it just a friendly one? Maybe it's a pet that someone brought in. Let's have a quick look and see. If we just go back into this zone. Yeah, no, we don't have the others. I'll just move the others. It is wild. We better get rid of it. Attempt to kill order. Attempt to kill a targeted creature. Now the targeted creature is this one here. Let's get these down here. In that case. Yeah, give me the head of that one. It's strange, it doesn't actually do it. Yeah, it doesn't do it. I don't know what's going on there. I'll keep on chasing this thing across. I guess it's not really a threat, is it? Just not activating. It should be able to target any old creature, really. So I think Barbers is actually the only one that's actually acted on this one. The others haven't gone back to it. Alright, they're probably asleep. Back to squads. We'll just leave it alone. It's too difficult to worry about. Special orders, that'll do. Okay, in the meantime, we'll just let these all start to gather what they need. Now we do want to get like a little shed, so we'll make this into the shed, the garden shed. And in this case, we're doing this in summer. I need to have one place that always just does plump helmets. So I'm just going to grab that one. Is plump helmets for spring, autumn, and winter. So that will always be plump helmets. This one here can be in spring. We'll go sweet pods. Cave wheat, quarry bushes. So we just do a combination of things and then back to plump helmets again. Everyone will just do plump helmets through winter. This one here will be, we do need to have like a pigtails that do pigtails all the time. We don't need it just yet though. Let's go with plump helmets. Yeah, I'll keep it pigtails, and plump helmets. And this one for spring. Plump helmets, that'll do us. Okay, so that's going to be fine. So we'll just start to plant these. Tarsus saying, here's a like Daz. I'll have to watch a bit later. Thanks for that one. So thanks for all the videos. Not a problem. Enjoy doing it. This rabbit's a pain in the ass. If I had a hunter, maybe that would be the idea, because it's not really a battle type thing. It's raining slime outside. Not that we have to worry about that one. So barbers, we do need to get a few things established now. So at least we've got, this is now doing everything we need it to do. This one seems happy, playing make-believe, that's good. Yeah, there's the kids, there's the headmaster with the kids. Let's go back at the top. And this layer here, they can see that they're washing the slime off them finally. So this is going to make them feel a lot happier. They're going to be able to, these are the kids, again, just playing back into here. We're going to need to establish a hospital around this, plus other things. So I think we'll actually make, now if we go back in, one of the other things we now have in DF Hack is the biomes. So it's GUI/biomes. Enter. Now D is the just temperate shrubland. So we're actually pretty good, except for B there. B is Haunted Mountain. This is just, so the Haunted Mountain is not where we don't want to be building anything at all, like especially including a hospital. So the hospital is going to be, that's not where we want the hospital at all. We do actually have D all the way up through here. So this is actually a nice safe area for us, but this isn't. That is not. This is, but we've got the troll in through there. We could build the hospital in around the troll. We could do it that way. We want to sort of establish that the hospital is a very likely spot that we're going to end up with a lot of troubles. Just go and press D. We can then sort of see that it highlights. So I was going to build the hospital off here, but I really can't do that into that haunted area. So that's the evil biome, which will reanimate anything that dies. So the last thing we want is a hospital in through there. So I think the hospital is going to have to come off. It's a bit tricky. It's a bit close over through here. Well, let's open it up a bit. Hang on, it's not going to quite work. Just press escape. Yeah, so if we just come back down into this other zone, we'll have it so that we end up with a bit of a wide corridor, a place where we can actually have some doors back and through here. As far as this guy is concerned, we're going to have to create like rooms that are that wide. So we'll leave it, we'll build them so we can build them in here. That's not enough. That is not enough. We're getting close then to the other biome. If we do it this way. That's where the start of the rooms has to be. So we'll just come back across. We can sort of do the rooms like this as a maximum. Okay, let's just do that. And then we'll make the doors through here. And that still gives me a corridor 3 wide, which is good. And then we block this one off there. So that gives me 10 rooms, 10 hospital rooms. And we can then go to a different layer as well if we had to. Now the doors that come off, we're going to have a door that comes in this way. And a door that comes in this way, I think. That way we can sort of end up blocking things off into these areas as well, because this is likely where we're going to end up with lycanthropes and things like this. So we're going to have to sort of be able to lock it down fairly quickly. Let's just unpause. So someone will come and clean up the goo. That was left everywhere. Yes, we are sort of using the water that was in here a little bit, which is fine. That rabbit. We don't have anyone that can hunt that. Team should be in that area, right? Yes, have them come back to life. I'm just thinking of doing that, but I don't know whether to do it yet, or that would be pretty horrific to have it sort of off on this other side. That biome that we're talking about is just off to the side here. It's not that far off. They're all sort of wandering their way through. There we go. We're now in the next, we're in early autumn. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with the with these jobs. I'll try setting it again, and what I might do is I might actually quit out and then come back in and then reset the designation. And see how that one goes. Would a cage trap work? Yes, it would actually for capturing the rabbit. It's sort of, yeah, it should actually do it. It should actually do it. That's a good idea. We'll lay a trap for the rabbit. Probably should put a few outside anyway. Now, at some point in this next autumn, 3 months, we're going to end up with a trade caravan. Now we haven't built very much in here at all. Okay, let's just quit out, save and return to title menu. We'll just recommend that one. So I'll quit right out and then reopen it and just see if it does work with designating that one miner to then go in and actually work on it. So Mark Gold is saying, he's from Canada and saying, was it a demon or something? The one that's locked in the staircase? No, that's a troll. So it's a troll that somehow has teleported itself through the rock and into the bottom of one of our staircases, which I don't know how it did that. There's still some bugs, I think, with this version. Just quit right out. I'll come back into it. Not that it's going to fix it, I don't think. We are playing with the beta version of the game. Maybe we have to use the DF hack designation. That may be it as well. Now, which one is it? I think it's this one here. Yep, over bridges. Because there is a DF hack way of doing it as well. I think from memory. All right, let's try this again. See, this is DF hack. That should work. This worker is specialised and will only do tasks that match their workshop assignments. Work detail and occupations. Click to toggle, and that's what we want. And so this is just mining. Standing orders. It's all okay. It's all okay. So there's nothing else that we have to do in there. Let's have another look and see if there's anything in DF hack. Don't know what that does. Oh, this is the auto butcher and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, so we've got a few of these things turned on. Got all those turned on. Yeah, I've got all these turned on. Oh, like most of these turned off, which is fine. Preferences. Let's go Control-Shift-D. Is there any work orders? Yeah, there's the work orders there. This is actually different again. Yeah, it just tells them what to do. Let's just see what happens if True Little Bottom does go off and now do other things. Now, currently planting seeds. So he's not going to stop doing that. Or is she? Yes, he's storing an item in a bag. Just follow her around again. Now we have to start to, because I really need these miners working hard in the bottom here. Good, they've cleaned up all the vomit. Yeah, so going back to plant seeds again, that shouldn't happen. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Doesn't make sense. She's overriding the priorities that we've given her. I mean, everyone is planting the seeds. Come on, let's see what she does next. So we've got that one through there. Okay, now she's off to mining. Good. Okay, so let's just see if she stays doing this now, because we've given her a few tasks to do. We'll see if this works. Now we'll put the seeds in here. This is where we'll end up sort of storing the seeds. And if we do get a cat or something like that, we can sort of then bring the cat down this way as well. Actually, it's not so much a cage trap, but I think we can set snares and things for the rabbit if we have to. Now she's going off to dig again. Okay, it looks like it may be working. It may have been that she had different things built up there before. Yep, this is good. All right, that seems to be working at this stage. So we'll get this area built. Now we're going to need to get all sorts of other things built in here as well. And we need to get like things like workshop layers and all sorts of stuff done in around this particular central area. So what we'll do is we'll come back up. Let's just plan things of what we're going to actually have built. So this is going to be a very important layer for us. So we want this to be sort of like fairly, not too deep into the fortress, but fairly deep. So this will be an important, like this is essentially going to ultimately be almost like a meeting area. Now the other thing we can do is to start to sort of designate what's going to happen. Now this one here we've got hematite back in through here as well. So we've got the hematite layer, which we'll be wanting to make use of. This one here, we've got the native copper on this layer here. So it's still obsidian. Yeah, we've got a lot of hematite in here. So ultimately, we will be wanting to dig this layer out. So we might make that keep this layer as essentially the hospital where we get everything else. But if we can, we'll make the meeting layer one of the top layers, and so this layer through here, we could make this one, what should we do with it? Bedrooms? Bedrooms are always a good one. Let's just go and do that here. Just come off and then just create like a series of areas. Got to be a bit careful of this other biome that was over the other side. Just go and designate those for bedrooms. So we'll end up getting a lot of hematite from that particular location. We'll probably make this one into another bedroom layer as well. Ultimately, I might just sort of designate that. Just go and just write the word bed so we can see it. And this will be bedroom layer as well, but we'll start to actually build that one. Above that one, we probably want to have a storage area. So we'll end up with so we know, just so we can start to plan things out. So we've got store, then we'll come back up. Workshops on this layer probably. So I'll probably actually designate this one out at this point in time. Got to be careful again of this this guy down in here. Probably have to get rid of him, I think. A bit risky having things over this other side, but we'll still do it. And then we've got the other side as well. This other side is a lot safer, but we have the volcano to consider over this other side, so we'll build some things back over here. Figure out what to do over here, like shearing and stuff. Okay, that'll just get us a few of these workshops. Okay, that'll just be our basic workshops. Now, magma, we're going to have to deal with that as well. So I think I'll probably do that even deeper, I think, down below these layers. Probably go off and then start to create like another zone a bit deeper, or even across through here, have like the workshop layer this other side. So I'll leave the magma layer for this one here. Then we can sort of work with that one afterwards. So that's all okay. Store, workshops. Then we come back up again. We'll do another store layer through here. Actually, I'll just leave it blank. Then we come back up, and this will be the probably kitchens. So let's do kitchens, another zone there, and then back up into here, and then we'll have this as the actual meeting area. So this will be the main area for the fortress itself, where everyone sort of then congregates. And again, we've got this problem with this thing down in here, which is a pain in the bum. Let's come off, and then we'll designate like an area in through here for. This is where most of the dwarves will end up congregating. Will be in this region. Now we need to have a zone initially that's going to be for where they walk through for the. Well, we'll have a way in there and a way in there, and we'll then sort of lock this one off. So that will be the first bit of that will ultimately be. Should just move that one into there. And we'll make this into the actual main hall. Now we can sort of start to shape it a little bit if we wanted to. Just a little bit. Actually, do it that way. Actually, it wouldn't be bad to have it every second. Yeah, let's just do some, so we've got a bit more, just a bit more space in around the central pillar. That'll do. So just have central pillars there. Now, is that going to work? Yeah, it still will. We can have then chairs, tables, that'll do. And we can just keep on extending this on if we have to. And this is a nice safe zone for us. Okay, there's a lot of digging for the guys to do now, so we'll just get them continue on doing all of that. At the top, got to go a long way up to the top before anything really sort of happens. I'm tempted to flood this chamber and see what actually does happen here. If we set this one up, because we can sort of flood it from any angle, we could put that on a lever and then do it that way if we had to. So some random person saying, is the burrow still active and cover the mining area? No, it's not. We sort of checked all of that, and it's not actually active at this stage. Autumn has come. That's okay. Yep, can't plant certain plants. That's okay. We'll eventually get there. Yeah, I'm not sure how we handle this, to be honest. I should be able to connect that one to a lever, but I don't really want the troll wandering up while we're doing all of that. This is good. So we just get all this bit of it done. And we won't worry about this one too much at this stage. There goes the rabbit again. Okay, so although in the grim reminder of the winter hardships to come, the supply caravan from the coincidental crystal is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious craft stores. We haven't done much. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer might very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow and meaningless death. So this is, unfortunately, we probably won't have much to trade with them. Because we haven't done a hell of a lot, to be honest. All we've done is just sort of established ourselves, which is often the case. Let's just pause that for a second, because we need to now go back up and unlock the gate. So we need to make that one passable and just find out where they're from. So now this one is interesting. This is Seabrick bind bolts. What sort of character is that? Okay, it doesn't have any weaponry or anything. This is just the colour. It looks like a zombie, doesn't it? It could be a zombie. We don't know. It says 42 years old, so and 6 children. Seabrick bind bolts. Let's have a look and see what it says in through here. Hi, Magic Internet Box. So we can have a look and see who Seabrick actually is. This is the Outpost Liaison, and then we'll have the caravan will arrive as well. So it's arrived just where that wombats were. We've got a bobcat corpse now as well, which is just north of Sibrek. Yeah, so Sibrek is over here somewhere on the hill. Where's Sibrek got to? It's going to have to go past that bobcat. That could be interesting. We'll see what actually happens here. But let's have a look and see who Sibrek actually is. So Sibrek Utanilath. If we go and have a look at Sibrek again. Yeah, so Sibrek is got to walk right past that undead bobcat. Let's have a look and see. So this is Sibrek bind bolts. Let's just go back out. And we'll just open up the Legends browser. Actually, I've already got it open there by the looks of things. Yep, so I've already got it there. We can just go into, I'll just do a search and see if Sibrek bind bolts. There he is. Okay, so Outpost Liaison of the Coincidental Crystal, which is our group. Okay, so he's got a lover. So Rikusk, back through this other side. So that's the related figures. Okay, I don't know why he looks like he does. There's no history. He's done nothing. Yeah, there's nothing out of the ordinary there. There's all his children. So he's had one every couple of years, as you do. And Rikusk, assuming Rikusk is, yeah, she's got the same children. Okay, in 272, Rigoth and Rakusk cemented a bond friendship amidst the horror of combat. I don't know who Rikoth is. And then she met Sibrek like a fair way later. So born in 256, so they're about the same age. Rikoth is the ringleader of the past Haim, Dwarven site government of the Will of Dai. And that was ringleader. Okay, we don't know what the actual relationship there was. Became ringleader. Was imprisoned by the malice of drinking. Got for the goblins. So the goblins actually imprisoned him. So still alive. Became obsessed with his own mortality and sought to extend his life by any means. So he fled into the suicidal goo, which is a wetland. Became a member of the Decisive Lashes, the Dwarven nomadic group. And so Rigoth then fell in love with someone called Nil, who ended up dying in 277. Also a ringleader of the past Haim. Neil married Rigoth. Yep, so anyway, they became lovers. Rigoth and the dwarf Temple Gurge cemented a bond friendship amid the... Yeah, so this is actually... So something happened in here. Now, this is not a necromancer. What happened to... she ended up divorcing him. No, they were together for a while. Became a ringleader. Died of old age. There we go. Okay, so anyway, that's a bit of the histories of what's gone on with just the people around Sibrek. Let's have a look and see how Sibrek fares on his way into the fortress. And is he going to get in trouble with the... Now, what the hell was that? David S. Pumpkin. She's just mucking around outside. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got an undead bobcat. We've got to go and check and see where that is. So the kids are mucking around outside now. There it is there. All right, time to get the military. Time to get the military into here, I think. Now, how many of them are going to do it? Only Barbers. The others refusing to come and do anything, are they? You can hear that undead. There's Gretchen the Armourer. It's not attacking. Here comes Sibrek. Whoa! Run away! Run away! Maybe something... Oh, it's an iron mask covering his head. That's what it is. That's what we're looking at. Here they all are. Here they all are. Right. I think we have to kill off this coyote, but it's an undead coyote. So let's go after it. Attack. It doesn't work. Things aren't working in this version. It's got multiple orders. No special orders. It's not working, is it? Here we go. Oh, we killed it straight away. Okay, so that was very, very quick. So that was Barbers. Let's have a look and see what actually happened here. So the Mace Dwarf Bashers have got Bobcat Corpse in the upper body with his copper mace, and the inner part is crushed. So it looks like he killed it straight away. Oh, that was a bit of a letdown. I thought there was going to be a bit of a fight there. So what we've got in through there, we've just got ourselves the Bobcat mangled corpse. So he actually managed to mangle it with the blunt weapon. So that was all over and done with. Well, he's at least he's done that. So yeah, this I don't know. I don't get what's happening with this attack. There's a lot of things that just aren't quite working, which is sort of weird. So Magic Internet Box saying there, I've loved Dwarf Fortress Legends because it's been hours in there. It's a game unto itself. It is indeed. Zombies are usually that violet colour, aren't they? They are, but it's just an iron mask. That's all it was. So we've now made it safe. If we have a quick look out and have a bit of a look and see what the others are doing. Got the merchants arriving. We do have the troll. It's still locked away inside. The buck rabbit somewhere inside, and then we've got everything else happening, which is fine. So we can just tell them to no special orders. They can just go back to helping. Here comes the kids. Well, that was good to see that he was that good. Here comes Sibrek again after being a bit shocked. Okay, didn't feel anything while being in conflict. Well, you weren't really in conflict. Okay, so Barbers has gone back. Now, Sibrek is going to find... Where is Sibrek? Not seeing Sibrek in there. So it must be coming down in here somewhere. There he is. Let's just follow. He'll then go down and talk with the expedition leader. Now they're going off to the meeting hall, which is in the top of the fortress at this stage. This is where we have our meetings, right? So we've now got the diplomacy is now happening. Now the other, I'll just pause that for a second. Just go to diplomacy. So the expedition leader Kaza meets with the outpost liaison Sibrek. So I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. So there's much to share. Information has been added to world info, so that'll be over through here now. I don't know if we can open that up. No, let's just go back in. Click on OK. Okay, so make requests for next year's caravan. They'll charge more for these items. And so what I really just want is to just get food at this stage, I think. maybe some gypsum powder. So we'll get some gypsum plaster. And plants, we'll just get plump helmets. So that's all they've got. Wow, that's all they've got. That's interesting. And we'll just get some pigtail bags, maybe. It's going to be a little while before we get those. I think that'll do us. I'm happy enough with that one. So just click on done. Oops, done. So they're going to cost a lot more. And let's discuss what we're willing to offer. So they're willing, need for cloth and meat is expected. Now that's not going to happen from us. So we're not going to be able to honour that as such. So that's the end of that one. So the merchants have now arrived and are setting up inside here, which is good. So they don't need to have all of this opened up just yet, but they will in a year or so. Now, guys, actually, I'm just looking at the time. I'm going to have to actually make another move and get going. So I think I'll leave it here. Like, this is actually at least I sort of now got it to the point where we can sort of get ready for trade. We're slowly building up. It did take a little while just to get our water established, but we now have that established. So that's at least sort of working. We've got half this thing dug out. It'll be a little while before we do anything with this. Now, this one here, we're going to be needing to sort of create doors, but also have a store of rock to be able to then very quickly lock this area off if anything bad happens. So we've got a few things that we need to sort of then go and try to establish. And this one is sort of stuck at the bottom here. I think we will actually try to, when we come back next time, we will actually have a look to see if we can actually just load in like a channel of lava into this zone and just flood it and just sort of see what actually happens. I don't need very much. You have to figure out the best way of doing that. Anyway, guys.